Welcome to the To Your Success podcast, hosted by Johnsen and Elin Solheim. Each weekly episode takes a deep dive into how success and freedom is created and how you can start living the life you truly want now. Krista was top CEO of international companies for more than 20 years. He's done business in most parts of the world. Now he is an international success mentor, helping people and organizations to be successful. Elin and Krista are partners in life and business. They truly live what they teach every day. They sail their beautiful 43-footer around the world while helping clients all over the world. They are proof that you can get all the freedom you've ever wanted. They truly live what they teach every single day.
And we're back.
I was just thinking about saying the same thing. How did you know? So, warm welcome to new episode of the To Your Success podcast. And as Elin said, we are back.
Yeah, and happy to be back.
Happy to be back. I am mentor Krista Johnsen, and with me, Elin has already presented herself. Elin Solheim, my wife and business partner, and our director of coaching or client manager. You are. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. So warm welcome again. Summer is over. We are kickstarting this fall to make 2025 the best year ever in our lives and in your life, whatever your goals are. And today we're going to talk about self-image. And that's interesting. It's not the physical self-image. It's not, well, I pointed that way because I have a mirror there in my office. But it's not that. It is how you see yourself internally. What do you think about yourself? How do you talk to yourself? What do you think you can do? What do you think you're good at? What do you think you're not good at? So we're going to talk about that. And the reason why we're going to talk about self-image is because it's not what you think you can do that stops you. It is what you think you not can do that stops you. That is the biggest obstacle.
Can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, I can use myself as an example. I had this, what people would say was a dream career. I was 29 years old when I signed a contract for being a CEO of a pretty large company. I was 34 years old when I was CEO and president of an American-owned large Swedish international group. We did business in like 35 countries. And then I continued doing that. And then I was CEO of a Norwegian company, high profile company. And then I was, for 5-6 years, I was investment director in a family office, rich private owned company. Well, it's family. And that was my self-image. I was this not so young, but still having great career. I related very much to my titles, what kind of companies I worked with. I related very much to the things I could buy, like cars, boats, houses, everything. And that was my self-image. And that was the most scariest thing I did when I started being a mentor. You remember how afraid I was. I had no idea I knew how to start up a company. I had started the company some years ago. I did mentoring for some years before I went all in. But then leaving my job at that time was like leaving old me. It was like letting old Krister die. And that was interesting. That was really interesting. And that was my self-image, and I had no idea how to become a mentor, Krister. And I hadn't done it on my own. I couldn't. I had, during my career, I have had several mentors, and but then when I met Bob Proctor and became a part of his inner circle the last months of his life, and then working with people that have been close to Bob for many, many years, that transitioned my life. We wouldn't have been here if it hadn't been for the people that are close to us and that help us like now you have one of them as your sales coach.
Mm-hmm.
And I joined that program as well, which is really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all about, because I didn't know how to do it and I was afraid. And when you don't know how to do a thing, you get stuck in the how. We have an episode about that. How is the wrong question. What can you do today? If you want to change, get a mentor. It's like the best cheat code. Have you? And it doesn't have to be us, you know. I mean, I just want you to be successful. So find the mentor that resonates with you, but find the mentor that has done what you truly want to do yourself. Not that say, not the mentor that says that, yeah, that hasn't done it. That's my point. You know, you
I was
have
just
to.
thinking, yeah, sorry. I was just thinking about when you said that you were so scared because your self image was the old you and you were changing into something else. I think that isn't the whole point of when you're changing, isn't that something you should be looking forward to?
Yeah,
Because
but you know how afraid I am of change. Isn't
yeah,
that strange?
I know
Yeah.
you were afraid, and I know people are afraid of those changes.
But it's not only that. I can be afraid of the strangest things.
Yeah,
You know that. I live so much in the moment
but
that
why be
when it
afraid
comes
of
to,
why be afraid of things that's positive, that will change your future, that will
I
be
don't know.
really interesting and fun? And is this the unknown that makes you scared? I don't know.
Yeah, it is the old. You know, the old is like in our programs we talk that we upgrade from version 1 to version 2 to version 3 to version
Hmm.
4, higher and higher, higher and higher awareness, higher and higher knowledge about ourselves. And if there is one thing we study, it's ourselves.
Yeah.
Why am I thinking like that? Why am I reacting like that? Why don't I think in a different way? I study myself deeply. Like when earlier this summer when I was out hiking, I was really digging deep. I was really digging deep because I during the summer we had, and it's kind of fun. We were both when we before we started recording this, we were sitting singing ABBA's wonderful tune "Our Last Summer."
The
It's
test
interesting.
recording was
Yeah, but
was
that's a
thinking.
part of old me too,
Mm.
right? It is. It's a part of old me. So the summer we've had, I have deliberately gone back, like just relaxing, not focusing on my goals, and letting the old me coming up again. And I don't like that.
You have tested. You don't like that.
Well, I like parts of it, but it's the old me. It's like saying Krista 1.0, afraid, the choleric was afraid, got angry, was insecure. I have touched on that. It's like going back, not to an old friend, but to an old friend.
Mm.
And saying hello and then saying that, no, I'm not that anymore. But all the old versions of us, they are still here. All the old self images. Am I good enough?
Mm.
Right? It's just
Yeah.
bullshit. Of
And I
course.
think, yeah, I think you had a good comment on that earlier today, when you said that it seems like the old me is attracting the old people and things that I don't want to have in my life.
Yeah.
Because you have experienced that now, that you're going back to the old you to feel like who that was, and suddenly you meet people, and people that try to connect with you again, that
Hmm.
you it's not a part of your world anymore.
No.
Suddenly they're coming back in, like you
Yeah.
just ran into someone in the mountain and you just
Yeah. I ran into a person that I studied with,
yeah.
and I was wondering why did that person end up at our table at the dinner table?
Just kind
I
of
mean, but
fun to
she's
see.
really nice. I really appreciated seeing her
Yeah,
again. It's just that's old me. You
yeah.
can say that's a coincidence. Maybe it is, but I don't
Mm,
believe in coincidences. I think we match the frequency.
mm,
So, all the old versions of us are still here, but we choose not to give them energy.
mm,
Right? Like the summer we had, I just chosen to be neutral to it, just to see.
mm,
Because I needed really, I've been so focused for a long time, and then building my new self image. I wouldn't say I got tired of it, but I lost a little bit of my of my eagerness,
mm,
right?
mm.
It was so many things, and I always strive for new things. You sometimes say, "Can you try to sit down?" No, I can't do that. It's like this popcorn machine popping all the time, new
Can
ideas,
you
new
try,
things.
can you try to like?
Remember when we came home for summer and I started to do the garden even though it was raining?
Yeah.
It's like I couldn't stop.
No.
I don't like that, Christian. I want to calm down, and that's a self-image thing, and I think we all listeners and everyone can relate to that. But then to change your self-image, it starts with setting a goal. I want to do that. And just remember that there is only one valid reason for setting a goal. Only one valid reason. Whatever people say, whatever they say, the only valid reason is I want to.
Yeah, I knew
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do that. Why? It's not your business.
No.
I want to do that. If you want to make 100 million a year, fine. If you want to have a wonderful social life with family, fine. If you want to have freedom to travel the world, fine. Right? It's your life. It's my
the
life.
whole point is that because you want to, you should do it.
Yeah. And then to allow yourself, and that's a big self-image thing. To allow yourself not to be controlled by others' expectations. It's okay. It's okay. I am so selfish because I love you so much. Abraham Hicks. I just love that quote. I use it over and over and over again. And how do you get that self-image? How do you get that confidence? How do you get that feeling inside that you are good enough? Because you are good enough. I mean, you are created just the way you are supposed to be. Just to let it out. That is a self-image thing. And that comes very much, and maybe that is one thing I have done this summer, that when we had July off, was that I faced my insecurities, which is a big part of your mindset. Facing your insecurities, grabbing them and thinking, why? I have had experiences when people have set me out. It's like when I got insecure this summer because I let my guard down. Right? And I just recognized that feeling. And I said, no, I don't want to be that. But then facing your insecurities is really important. It's just face them. They are okay. Look in the mirror and say, I'm afraid of that. Why am I afraid of that? There is no reason. Fear is just an idea that your excuses have accepted. Hi, this is Christer. Thank you for watching and listening to our podcast. We really appreciate that. As you see, we love sharing how you can live the life you truly want, and we also love sharing how we live this every day. What changed my life is that I did one thing. I signed up for a strategy call with my first mentor. That was the one thing that changed my life. And that is why we offer you to do exactly the same thing with me and my team as well, because we know that call, those 30 minutes can be the thing that changes your life. So if you go to our website, christerjohnsen.com, up in the right corner, you will find a button to click on. Click on that button and book a strategy call with us. It might be the best thing you ever done to change your life. Have a wonderful day. And now, back to the podcast.
Yeah. And I think it's easy. The easy way is to ask yourself, is this fear real?
Yeah. Yeah. And we're just afraid of everything happen that does not happen. And I remember that, I think it was Cleona O'Hara. She was in Bob Proctor's team. I think she wrote once, and it stuck me. She said, in the choice between being afraid of everything that can go wrong or looking forward to everything that can go right, I choose deliberately to focus on the things that can go right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just a wonderful sentence. It's like, of course. What is the worst thing that can happen? Oh, it's like me going up alone in the mountains and hiking. The worst thing I can fall down and die.
You can fall down, but
but then if I fall and break a leg or something, then I have a small box that I can send out a mayday. That. So that's kind of my backup plan. If I open that up and push that button, then there goes a signal via satellite to to the authorities, and then they will most likely send a helicopter and pick me up.
Most likely.
Yeah, maybe you will call them and say, "Let him be,
Let him be. Let him be there.
and let him suffer for
Yeah.
just one day. Yeah, you can come tomorrow."
Yeah. He will still be alive.
Yeah. But that's a good thing, to have that. But so facing your insecurities, pushing yourself, being honest with yourself. Why I'm afraid of that? Is this fear real, or is it just an excuse? Right. So that's one thing about your self-image. Then your self-talk. Self-talk. How do you talk to yourself? Your inner speech today becomes tomorrow's reality, because what you tell yourself you can do and cannot do affects your perception. And what is your perception? How you look at the world. Right? Change your glasses. I often say that to my clients. Use my perception. What would Christer do here? What would I do? I used that with my mentor. I said, what would he do there? Right? How would they behave? So you copy that. And that is why we only take advice from people that have done what we truly want to do. If you want to be free, then look for a mentor that lives his dream or her dream. Live that life. But yourself, be aware of that. If you say that, I don't think I can. Right? When in last episode we told about my challenge and goal when I went hiking this summer, and that's a big challenge, And I thought when I saw that mountain, and I seen it before, when I saw it, that thought struck me. This will be hard, right? And I said, no, Christer, don't think like that. This will be great. This will be fun. You're going to be tired. I mean, I'm not like this mountain goat that just jumps up. I have to work every step, and I have a heavy backpack and all that. But I said, I'm looking forward to this. I know I'm going to be tired, but I can manage tired. I know I'm going to be mentally exhausted, that it's going to brain, sometimes you get all these negative thoughts doing this when you get tired, and then just focus. And that is your self-talk. It's like, I don't know how to do this. I haven't figured it out yet, but I know I will. Right? It's like one of my I am statements, and I am statements are how we build our self-image. Everything I touch becomes gold. I always find a way. You just build a self-image by what you tell yourself. I am. It's the strongest thing you can tell yourself. I am success. If you tell yourself that I am a failure, well, then you will be a failure. And another example, well, these were like from men's worlds and masculine. Another that we have talked a lot about, Elin, is a lot of women define themselves as mothers, caretakers, right? Yeah. And then the kids leave home. Because that is, in my view, I mean, I always seen my kids as eagles flying up on this warm air. They get height, they can live the life they want. That is my job as a father, is to make them able. They are not there for me. I am there for them. And then when the kids leave home, it gets empty. Maybe it is for men as well. Because
I don't think that it's a gender thing. I think just both men and women can feel like that. It depends on how much you actually involve in the kids' life all the time.
But you can be involved. It's more like the self-image you say, because if you have that self-image that I am a parent and that is what I do, like you tell that to yourself, well, then you put your happiness into other people's hands. Right? So, and very, very much it's a self-image thing to change. Then is, well, you have to change your self-image. And then with kids, it was just an example, but be something else. When kids are out of the house, be a successful entrepreneur, go a course, be the lover of your spouse, just redefine who you are. It's like your self-image change has been to become a circumnavigator. You see that?
Yeah.
When we met, you were not that at all. I have been that in my mind since I was like, I don't know, the last 25 years. I knew I should sail around the world. And when we met, I said that, I'm going to sail around the world. And if you don't join me, we cannot be together.
Oh.
I mean, I was willing to sacrifice that. But
Lucky
then
for
it
you, I
became,
said yes.
hmm?
Lucky for you, I said yes.
Yeah, and lucky
Yeah.
for you too.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
that's
but you have that self-image that I don't know how to do it, but I can learn it, right?
of course.
Yeah, but
Because
that's a lot of people say that I don't know how to do it, therefore I cannot do it.
no, but the fun thing of learning new things, that's what I thrive on. It's like learning new things.
Yeah, but you have to
So
grow.
yeah, of course.
A lot of other people are afraid of growing because it's more comfortable to be where they are than to change.
But I think when you have started this uh, grow growth journey,
Yeah,
you cannot stop.
no,
It's like addicted to
no.
growing. To
Like me
change.
touching the old me this summer. I don't want to be that.
No.
No, I don't like. I don't like old me. But I did it on. But it's always there, right? It's always there. So, but be aware of your self-talk. I am. I mean, we can go. If we go to religion, if you ask someone that has studied religion, what is God? God is. I am. Right? God is. And then you ask, well, what is? Everything is energy. And it's the same in you. It is your self-talk is what gives you energy. You know, when we have clients that have been through rough things, they kind of lost a job, or they can have some kind of illness or something. I said, don't let that define you. Right? Can you imagine if I had let my back that has been painful since I was like 5 years old define me? I couldn't sail around the world. I couldn't run a half marathon. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. But it has never defined me. And we say that to others as well. Your self-image has nothing, the one you want to be has nothing to do with who you have been, who you are today. It is only related to your self-talk about how you talk yourself up to who you want to be. Right? And how do you use your self-talk? It says, I am success. Don't let your bank account or your sales yesterday dictate that. I am success. I am happy.
That's one
Right?
of my I am statements is exactly that. I am success.
Yeah. And how do you find success?
Living the life I want
Yeah.
to live.
And
Yeah.
that was my point. Only you. Only you can define your success. It's and for me it's happiness. To live the life I truly want. It has nothing to do with bank account or success or anything. It's just to live the life. We say that success is that you live the life you truly want. And that is facing your insecurities, your self-talk, talk yourself up, who you want to be, right? Because that defines tomorrow. Use your superpowers. The superpowers, that is the higher faculties, like using your imagination. How do you use your imagination? You see how you want things. You use your discipline. Discipline is the highest form of self-love. People don't get that. And then
Yeah,
you
they
have your
do.
will. Yeah. And you have your memory. Using your memory the right way. Do you remember your failures or your successes? It's your choice. Right? So those are some of the superpowers. And then you have definiteness of goals. And that's the last one we're going to mention today. This I will do no matter what. We're going to sail around the world. I
Of
mean,
course.
I was willing to give up us. If you had said no there, then I had looked the other way. But you know that I can be hard on myself and on others as well. But it's so important. Definiteness of goals. You don't mess around with your goals. You can change your goals because as you grow, your goals change. I have changed a lot of goals. Right? I had financial goals that don't resonate with me anymore because actually I don't want to go there. Right? I've had other goals that don't resonate with me anymore, but mainly it is the same. My main goal is to enjoy my effortless freedom every day. We live the life we love, and I enjoy my effortless freedom every day. And effortless is important. It's not supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be that you have to strive for it. It's supposed to be easy because you work on not on the external things, you work on yourself.
Yes.
So it's a mental thing. Yeah. I'm looking at a thing I have laminated, and maybe that can be closing words. It is Power of Awareness from a book called Power of the Awareness. And it says, and I read this every day, man attracts what he is. And that's important. So who are you? What are you? Man attracts what he is, law of attraction. The art of life is to sustain the feeling of the wish fulfilled and let things come to you. So the art of life, meaning, and that's the meaning of life. Sustain the feeling of the wish fulfilled, meaning that you go to the feeling you get when you see yourself in the goal. You get that feeling. And then let things come to you, not to run after them. Right? For me, that is kind of tricky for me, because it is in the balance between I want it now and let it come to you. It's like I tend to get eager, which is good, but it's easy then to focus on it's not here yet. I made a reel about that. Remember that, Elin? I made that reel. You can choose between the feeling of the goal. So you have to love the process as much as you love having it. Yeah, because when you have it, it's like done. Yeah, it's a process to it. We can use my mountain trip again as an example. How long time did it take from when I picked up my new backpack until I unpacked it at home?
Minus 10 minutes.
And you said to me, you cannot wait. No, I cannot.
It's impossible. I was making dinner and I was doing other things and needed your help, but you could not because the whole living room was
because
unpacking, unboxing.
See if that was the right thing, and definitely it was.
Yeah, and it's like I can see the Boy Scout in you.
Yeah, like, the little boy.
Eager. I want to open. I want to see this. What is it? I want to try it.
Because that goal is urgent to me. It's important. It is so important. It's impossible not to do. Yeah, it's impossible, and that's and maybe that is why I'm good at accomplishing goals, because I have this sense of urgency. I just want it now. But I enjoy the process.
Yeah,
I enjoy the process. Okay, so we touched on self-image. You will never outperform your self-image. You will never get better results than you tell yourself you can do.
No.
Right? And how do you change? By convincing yourself that you can do it through repetition. Repetition. And when the negative thoughts come, you just say, no, I don't accept that idea anymore. That's not me. That's not me. I know I can. I haven't figured it out yet, but I know I will.
And that's actually the recipe for success.
It is. With a few other elements like persistence, never give up, etc. But it starts with your self-image. So be aware of what you tell yourself and how you use your mind. Okay. Wonderful. Well, thank you all for listening. Feel free to subscribe. There's a subscribe button on YouTube if you see us on YouTube, or on podcasts on Spotify or Apple or wherever you listen to us.
Or just go to the website. There is a link there to all those places.
And the podcast, and then you can connect with us as well.
Yeah, please do.
There's connect with us button up in the right corner, and feel free to do that if you feel that what we tell about our life, how we work, how we help people all over the world living their full life every day. If that resonates with you, connect with us, and maybe we can find a way to help you as well. Because everything we do is to your success. Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of To Your Success podcast. Please leave us a rating and review on your favorite podcast platform. For more information on how Krista's mentoring programs can help you in your own life, visit kristajohnsen.com.